Hello everyone, welcome back. Savage is here, coming back with part 2 of What If Deku Was a Villain. Now, when we last left off, after Midoriya have managed to finally exceed at the entrance exam, and after dunning from saving a student that was stuck under a rubble, and saving himself in the process from falling from, well, the sky after destroying the zero-pointer, he left when the, recovery girl healed him. And let's just get right into it, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and right now, Izuku, after 1 week continuing to train up his body, even if All Might is not calling him or talking with him, which is quite a plus for him, he just continued to train his muscles, and just even sometimes going into the forest punching trees until his knuckles start bleeding. And after he received his message that says that he got accepted into UA, destroying that disc and just throwing it in the trash, he, right now the next day, arrived at UA, right now walking down the hallway saying, why the hell this place is like a maze? Where's my class? And that stupid All Might didn't even call me for a full-on week. Where is he? Is he enjoying some sort of bath or something? I wouldn't expect less from him. As after quite a while, Izuku finally found the class, looking at the door, taking a deep breath, saying, Alright, Midoriya, just remember why you're here. Get what you need to know, and leave. Just the mere idea of... I just don't want to open this door. I know that he's behind of it. I know that Kotsuki Baku will be sitting somewhere on one of the desks in this class. I just hate the fact that... Okay, just calm down. Can remember the nice, happy child act. As Izuku taking a deep breath before finally saying, well, this will be something, as he opened the door to see Katsuki Baku sitting there on his desk, being scolded by someone with glasses saying, take your legs off of the desk. You are insulting all the people that were here before you. This is UA's property. You can't just do that. As Baku said, did someone shove a stick up your ass or did you born with it? Leave me alone. I'll do the fucking anything I want. And I'm not listening to someone with 4 eyes like you. As he said, you really need to understand that you need to respect this place. You can't just, the guy just continued going on and on about how he should respect UA's properties and all those that were, before him sitting on this desk and all of that, with Midori just nodding his head saying, of course, why wouldn't he? He's the asshole that he always is. As Baku looked to see Izuku saying, Deku? You here? How? Why? And when did you even came here? As Izuku just looking into Baku before just ignoring him and just taking a seat, with Baku saying, are you listening to me? I'm talking to you. As Izuku just, ignoring Bakugo. Until Baku just slamming his hand on the desk of Midoriya saying, hey, you, Deku, listen, are you fucking ignoring me now? When did you suddenly got yourself a backbone? As Izuku said, please, Bakugo, just leave me alone. I just want to enjoy my first day at school. Can you just be a bit more nicer? As Bakugo said, nicer? What the hell are you doing here? You're quirkless. How are you supposed to be in this class? As Izuku said, it's not that I'm quirkless, but look, we'll talk later, but can you please don't, not explode my desk? As Izuku said in his mind, oh man, I just want to throw a punch in his face. And let's see how he will gonna love a 100% punch of One for All directly into his jaw. But come on, hold yourself, Midoriya. As Baku, seeing that Izuku just ignoring him until finally hearing from the door a sound saying, all of you shut up. And when everyone looks, they see someone coming into the class inside a sleeping bag saying, took you all 8 seconds to shut up. That won't do. As he coming out of his sleeping bag saying, Now listen here, all of you sit in your desks and let's start this thing already. As one of the students said, who are you? As well, this person said, my name is Shoda Aizawa, your homeroom teacher. And now, I want you all to just sit down and listen. As everyone just did that, with him saying good. Now, as he putting his hand inside his sleeping bag, taking a gym uniform, saying, put these on and meet me outside, we're gonna do a Quirk apprehension test. As Oraka said, but aren't you gonna introduce ourselves, or? As Aizawa said, that's just a waste of time, and I have the full right to teach this class as I please. The principal Nezu have gave me all authority on you, so I can expel anybody of you if I so much want to. So, you better stop wasting my time and put these uniforms on and meet me outside. As, well, the guy just left the class with everyone taking their school uniforms or gym uniforms and changing in the changing room before finally going into, well, outside. With Aizawa said, good, now, Katsuki Bakugo, come here and throw the ball. As Buck just, well, walking forward before holding the ball, and Aizawa said, how much high can you throw the ball without your Quirk? As Buck said, 20 meters. As Aizawa said, good. This time I wanted to do it with your Quirk. Let's see what will you do with it. As Buck just giving us, well, a very scary grin before smiling, heavily chuckling to himself a bit, saying, this will be fun. As he just holding the ball before throwing it as hard as possible while screaming on the top of his lungs, die! As the ball just goes flying in the air, and after it finally, well, hits the ground, Aizawa looking into his, well, phone to see that the ball have traveled about 700 meters in the air. As Aizawa said, you'll all gonna do the same thing. I want to see how much powerful you are with your quirks, so let's see who's next. As immediately Uraka said, we gonna get to use our quirks? As Mina said, that looks like fun, isn't it? As Izuku looking at them saying, look at them, just so happy. That Katsuki. I just hate the fact that I am here. But I need someone to teach me this one for all things, so just keep your composure, Midoriya. Try act nicely. As Izuku speaking to Mina saying, yeah, that kinda looks like fun. As Aizawa immediately looking at all of them saying, fun? Alright then. Let me increase the amount of fun that we will gonna have by adding a little challenge. The person in the last place on this Quirk apprehension test with the lowest score will gonna get expelled. As everyone getting suddenly shocked, and Mina said, you can't expel us on the first day? Uraka continuing saying, that's not fair. As Aizawa said, fair? Well, let me tell you what is not fair. Tornado hitting your door and destroying your house. A villain attacking your family. Someone stealing your store, or someone robbing a bank. All these things are not fair. Earthquakes are not fair. Destructive forces like from nature and villains are not fair. And we as heroes, we are supposed to make some things fair in this world by capturing villains and saving people. So, if you will not gonna get that through your thick skull and stop acting like childrens and show me that you actually deserve to be in this class and it wasn't just a stupid mistake, then I don't see why you are even here. As he continues saying, now show me what you got. As everyone starts going through the Quirk apprehension test. The running, well, first of all, at the running test of the 50-meter running, test, Izuku just taking a deep breath before, well, start running, and doesn't really use one for all in his body, thinking that it will be dangerous to use it in his arm, so he just using, well, his pinky finger to send an air pressure, giving him a head start, which caused him to, well, finish the race at, well, in a couple of seconds. Not so, well, good, but not so bad. An average, you could say. For the side-to-side jump, Midori just did a normal side-to-side jump, and the grip test, Izuku just, well, tried to hold it as strong as possible with his muscles being a bit stronger than normal since he's training non-stop, so he can get rid of this, well, stupid thing on his shoulder of just keeping looking into All Might's face every day. He managed to do a bit more better than normal. And finally, back into the throwing ball test. With Izuku finally taking the ball, and Aizawa said, throw it with all you can. Show me what you have. As Izuku just taking a deep breath before saying in his mind, alright, I'll show you what I have. As Izuku powering up 2 fingers in his left arm before trying to throw the ball. Which he did. And it actually just goes flying up in the air, giving him a quite, 900 meters. A bit higher than Bakugo, with Bakugo getting a bit frustrated on that. And Aizawa said, good, go back to the rest. As Izuku just walking back with the rest while looking at his fingers saying, this is really painful, but it's worth it. I can't afford to lose my spot in this school. So I'm just gonna keep pretending. Just keep doing what you're doing, Midoriya. As after the Quirk apprehension test ended, Izuku have managed to take, well, the 15th place, with the Mineta being the last one. Aizawa looking at everyone saying, alright then student, you done good. Oh, and also, about that little thing of expelling you, that was just a joke. You can leave now, I don't need anything more from you. As, well, everyone started leaving after getting, well, relieved that Aizawa was joking. With Midoriya right now walking outside of UA, saying in his mind, I need to find a better way to use this one for all. Breaking my fingers every day is just too much of a headache. How am I supposed to do it? What am I supposed to do? Come on, Midoriya, think. Anything? What does All Might do? As well, Izuku thinking here a sound from behind saying, hey, it's you, the green-haired kid. As Izuku said, oh, who are you? As the girl said, oh, it's me. I didn't tell you my name and I didn't get to know yours, but you saved me in the entrance exam. As Izuku said, oh, yeah, you're that pink-cheeked girl. As Uraka said, well, yeah, my name is Uraka. Yours? You're Deku, right? As Izuku said, don't call me that name, okay? Just don't call me that. That's not my name. As Uraka said, but I thought that it was your name. That's... Bakugo guy was calling you that all the day. As Izuku said, that's just his weird insult. He's an asshole and I don't like him. So, please just don't call me that name, would you? As Uraka just understanding him and said, well, I'm sorry, but what's your name? As Izuku said, my name is Izuku Midoriya. I'm sorry, but I can't talk with you. I have some things to do, so bye. As well, Izuku starts walking away with Uraka saying, oh, alright, bye. As Izuku leaving with her saying in her mind, he's really... he's quite weird, and always running off somewhere. But maybe he just needs some friends. As, well, she's just walking away going to do her own thing with Midoriya, walking into his home, down in the street, just trying to call on All Might. As, surprisingly, All Might finally picks up, and All Might said, I am here. All Might is here. Who's on the call? As Izuku said, hey, All Might, it's me. Midoriya? As All Might said, oh yes, young Midoriya. I saw you at the Quirk apprehension test. I was hiding behind one of the trees. Did you notice me? As Izuku said in his mind, hiding? How could he hide? And how did I not notice him? He just like have the biggest possible body mass. As Izuku just chuckling to himself saying, no, you kinda hid it yourself very well. As All Might said, ha, well, seeing that I am getting my stealth skills a bit more better than before. Either way, why are you calling? As Izuku said, I was wondering, where are you? The last week we never met, and I want to train more on One for All. As All Might said, oh, I have some things to do, and some hero work to do, so don't worry, tomorrow I'll be in your class. But I will not gonna spoil a surprise for you, so No need to worry, but I'll be there tomorrow. Alright? Well, regardless, I'm gonna have to go. Bye. As All Might just closed the phone with Izuku saying in his mind, he'll be there tomorrow. Alright, let's see what you have for me, All Might. For the meantime, I'll just gonna keep training my body. The more that my body is stronger, the more that this quirk damage be less and less. As Izuku leaving back into his home, and the next day, when he made it into the class, he's a bit, well, how can I say, a bit sleepy, with him just leaning his head on the desk, with Araka seeing him saying, "Oh, hey Midoriya," as Izuku said, "Huh, what is it?" As, you are, who are you again? As Araka said, "My name is Uchaka Araka, I told you that like 2 times." As Izuku said, "Oh yeah, sorry, I'm a bit sleepy. I was training last night non-stop. And besides, I couldn't get any sleep. Nightmares were haunting me." As Araka said, "Oh, well, maybe you should drink some milk. Milk helps to, get nightmares away from you." As Izuku said, "Yeah, maybe." "Well, what do you want?" As she said, "I was just wondering, trying to check up on you. Because you are sleeping?" As Izuku said, "I'm good, no need to worry about me. I just taking a nap." As, regardless, Aizawa coming into the class saying, "Alright, student. Today we're gonna do something different. Today we're not having any normal exams. And today I will not be the one to teach you, however." As they just hearing a sound in the hall before the door bust open saying, "I am here, coming through the door like a normal person." As everyone starts, cheering on, seeing that All Might is here with Kirishima saying, "Yo, so this is actually true? All Might is gonna teach us? So cool." As Izuku looking at this saying in his mind, "Yay, All Might is gonna teach us." Look at all of them, just so happy to see him. They don't even realize who's here truly is. But come on already, Midoriya. Where is that? What is it called? The fan face of yours. So, Midoriya starts looking happy to match up with the others, acting as if he happy to see All Might here. Regardless, All Might said, "Well, today we will gonna do a heroes versus villains exam. But before I explain anything, first of all, you need your hero outfits." As All Might just pressing on a remote in his hand, opening the walls of the class, revealing bags that have numbers on them, with each student having its own number, and All Might said, "Wear your outfits and meet me at Training Ground Gamma, alright?" As All Might just slides out of the door, with everyone taking their bags, and after everyone finally took their outfits, everyone is just right now waiting in Training Ground Gamma, just complimenting each other on their outfits, with All Might saying, "Alright, is everyone here?" As Araka said, "Wait a minute, Midoriya is not here." As they hear a sound from, the tunnel saying, "I'm here, sorry. I just, they forgot my mask." As when they look, they see Izuku with his hero outfit. As Kirishima said, "Yo man, you look dope." As Izuku said, "Yeah, thanks. My mother kinda gave it to me, I just did a bit of changes on it." As Izuku said in his mind, "My mother, yeah. Will she think if she knows what I'm trying to do?" As he just shaking his head saying, "No time to think about that now, just focus on the training." As All Might said, "Alright, they say that the clothes make the pros, and right now, you all look like true heroes to me, but..." As All Might starts explaining about the heroes versus villains exam, which will be students going against each other. 2 will be the villains and 2 will be the heroes. Villains protecting the bombs, heroes need to capture the villains or capture the bombs. And they have 5 minutes to prepare, and also a couple of 15 minutes to, do the mission before the time runs out from them, making the villains automatically win, and blah 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 blah, all that. Regardless, All Might right now putting his hand inside a jar before taking, some names out of it. The first one being Well, Team A being Katsuki Baku and Tenya Ida against Team A, be it Izuku Midoriya and Uchaku Oraka. As right now, Izuku's at his mind, me against Bakugo? As Izuku just couldn't hold his smile, saying in his mind, finally, I can pummel him to the ground. It's a golden opportunity. As Baku is not short of smiling himself. As both of them just looking at each other while Baku, well, a bit weird now since Midoriya is smiling. His smile is not smiling of a, well, it's a smile that's of a someone happy, but a bit more different. Regardless, All Might said, alright then, Izuku Midoriya and Uchaku Oraka will be the team of heroes, and Katsuki Baku and Ida will be the villains. Now, go into the building. The rest of you, come with me into the camera's room. You have 5 minutes to prepare a plan, heroes. The same thing goes for you, villains. As All Might and the rest of the students left, with Izuku and Oraka waiting outside of the building, with her saying, so what will be the plan? As Izuku said, I'm gonna distract Bakugo, you go and take the bomb, understood? As Oraka said, you gonna go on him on your own? As Izuku said, yes. And don't try to stop me, I know that he'll gonna come after me. As he said in his mind, and beside, this is a personal business. As Oraka said, alright, but as Izuku said, just do it as I say, alright? And don't stand in my way. As Oraka said, stand in your way? As Izuku just said, I'm sorry, it's a bit of history between us, so don't worry. I'll just distract him and you go after the bomb, okay? Sorry if I made you feel a bit weird. As Oraka said, oh, don't worry. I trust you. As Izuku said, I need to be more careful with my words. Regardless, Izuku and Oraka start walking in before Izuku start hearing a scream saying deku! As Izuku said, here he comes. As Izuku just pushing Oraka away before dodging an explosion of Bakugo, and Bakugo said, here you are. I'm gonna finally pummel you to the ground. As Izuku said, run. As Oraka started, running, with Bakugo said, what? Aren't you gonna get some help out of your little friend over there? Or are you want to be pummeled alone? Or are you just shy from her to see you crying on the ground? As Izuku said, shut up. As Bakugo said, did you just told me to shut up? Well, I'm gonna show you. As Bakugo just dashes right towards Midoriya, with Izuku saying in his mind, if I know you very well, and I know you very well, I know that you always start with the right hook, which Izuku see that Bakugo actually gone with the right hook, so he just dodged his attack, grabbed his arm before flipping him above his head and slamming him to the ground. Izuku was about to stomp in Bakugo's stomach before Bakugo throwing, well, a flash grenade in his face. And when I say a flash grenade, basically using his explosion as a flash, which blinded Midoriya for a couple of minutes, giving Bakugo enough time to throw an explosion to Bakugo into, well, Midoriya's chest, making him go a bit back. As Bakugo was going to throw another explosion before Izuku using his pinky finger throw an air-pressured bullet into Bakugo, with Bakugo barely dodging this attack. As Izuku said, damn it. As Bakugo said in his mind, that would have been painful. And he aimed it right into my stomach. He's not holding anything back, is he? Well then, if that's so, as Bakugo said, then I'm not gonna hold anything back on you. As Bakugo just grabbed Midoriya before slamming him against the wall, and Izuku was about to get another explosion in his face before using his, well, another finger of his left hand to shoot an air-pressured bullet into Bakugo. Bakugo managed to dodge this other attack, leaving Midoriya with other 8 bullets left, not including using his full arms and if he wants to go a bit further beyond using his already broken bones. Regardless, while Bakugo just looking into Midoriya's with 2 broken fingers in his left arm, and also breathing heavily, he's saying, you think you can be a hero now that you suddenly got a quirk? I'm gonna show you. You were hiding this power from me all these years, weren't you? As Izuku said, shut up! As Bug, just surprised with Izuku, said, I get tired of you screaming in my face every day. You think it's fun being tortured by you? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that I'll be able to pummel you to the ground. I'm no longer your stupid punching bag. As Izuku just closing his fist, saying, so don't just stand there and look scared. Attack me already, you angry Pomeranian. Or what? Are you suddenly start going to be scared from me? From the old deku? The person that you always bullied? Come on, show me what you got. As Bug just getting angry on that, saying, oh, something is up with you, isn't it? Fine, if you want to get pummeled so badly. As Baku start attacking Midoriya, with Izuku start, dodging Baku's attack, saying in his mind, you may act strong, but I know all your moves. I studied you, and I can read you like an open book. As well, Izuku throw a punch into Baku's stomach before, with that same punch, flicking one of his fingers, causing an air pressure bullet to go into Baku's stomach, and the pressure caused him to hit his back into the ceiling of the room, with him, throwing blood out of his mouth. Baku fall into the ground before Izuku grabbing his arm and twisting it. As, Baku was about to get his arm broken if he didn't kick Midoriya in his face, making Izuku leave his arm. But Izuku didn't stop yet, using his other finger of his left hand, sending another pressured bullet into Baku's face, and not stopping there, using his thumbs with his mouth, also throwing another pressured bullet, causing Baku to hit against the wall, with his, body a lot damaged and having a couple of broken ribs. With All Might in the camera's room seeing this, he's seeing that Izuku is fighting brutally, with Kurishima saying, those two are not holding back, aren't they? As All Might said in his mind, come on Midoriya, I know you can do it. You can win this, I believe in you. As right there in the building, Izuku and Baku just looking at each other. Baku having a couple of broken ribs in his chest with blood dripping from his mouth, and an injury on his forehead. Izuku with his fingers broken and a bit of burn marks. Baku saying, alright, that's enough, as he just holding his gauntlets, hearing it peeping, and he said, finally. As Baku said, you see this? This gauntlet, it wasn't just something for show, but it's something that was collecting my sweat this whole fight, and right now they are ready and loaded up, and ready to throw all out. As he just holding his gauntlet in front of Midoriya, with All Might screaming in the mic saying, don't do it, young Bakugo, you're gonna kill him. As Baku said, not if he dodges. As right now, Aizawa in the camera's room saying, All Might, you gotta stop them. As All Might said, I know, but he gotta do this on his own. As Izuku seeing Baku getting ready to throw his explosion, as Izuku said, fine. In his mind, if you wanna go all out, as Izuku powering up both of his arms. As All Might seeing this, he immediately just, left the mic and starts running into the place, saying in his mind, no, if he throw both of his arms with one for all, they're gonna kill each other. As Aizawa just looking at this, as he said, don't worry student, All Might will gonna stop them. While Aizawa trying in the mic to make Baku and Midoriya stop what they're doing, but none of them is listening, as Baku pulling the pin, with Midoriya throwing both of his arms, and just the whole smoke fills up the area, and before they realize it, the whole building starts collapsing on itself. It starts shaking and getting destroyed. Before, when the smoke clears, they just see, All Might standing between both of them, and manage to change the direction of their attacks, holding both of their arms, saying, Izuku Midoriya and Katsuki Baku, both of you are disqualified from the match. The match is over. As both of Izuku and Baku are surprised, saying, what? As Izuku said, but as Baku said, you can't just do that. We were fighting. As All Might said, I did. Both of you have endangered yourselves and destroyed the whole building, and you forgot that you have your own comrades fighting above you. Have you thought about them? As, both of them are silenced, and All Might said, good, because both of you need to learn that in your fight, You need to be more careful around your surroundings. You will never know which civilians is hiding in a building from a villain. As he leaves both of their arms with Midoriya looking down, saying in his mind, I was going to kill him. I should be more careful. What if I actually killed him? What will happen if I actually killed him? I should have not let Bach get in my head. I should have been more focused. As Izuku looking down saying, I apologize. I apologize. I don't have anything to say for myself. As, well, he just looking down with All Might saying, alright then. Let's get you out of here and heal both of you. As, well, Baku and Midoriya, with Ida and Uraka getting into the recovery girl to get healed and bandaged up. With Izuku having both of his arms broken, Baku, well, much more better than Midoriya, and the rest of his team is better than him, with the recovery girl just scolding Midoriya for his stupidity by using One For All in his body that much. With All Might looking at Izuku and said, Midoriya, I know that you're trying your hardest, but you should be more careful by your surroundings and also on your own body. Don't push yourself more than you need to. As Izuku said, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to show that I can be, well, wanted to show that you that I can win this. But I just got over myself a bit. I apologize. As All Might said, don't worry. Tomorrow, go back to your home tomorrow, and right now. You need to heal up yourself. Recovery girl sure may heal your arms, but you're gonna need to take a rest. Tomorrow come back here into the school and we will gonna see what will happen tomorrow. Maybe after that me and you can train together on One For All. As Izuku just, well, smiling before nodding his head, saying in his mind, yeah, One For All, the stupid Quirk. Just absolute torture. But regardless, it's all what I have. And eventually you're gonna realize that you gave it to the wrong person. All what I have to do is just keep this nice act on my face. Eventually, you're gonna be surprised, and the look on your face will be priceless, simple of peace, when you realize that you gave your own power into someone that you believed to take your place. I will going to destroy what you built from its own foundation and make your hero society crumble on itself. I'll make this whole world pay not for only me, but for all those that suffered like me. And I'm gonna start with you, and that Katsuki. Regardless of which, Izuku left UA to take a rest in his home. After Inko, while checking on Midoriya, getting a bit sad and scared on her son. Regardless, Izuku got into his room and take a nap for the rest of the day. And this one can leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you think about this part and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.